Squash the scum!
You may have clicked on this Storm Central and you're wondering, why am I looking at Toy Story stuff? Well, because I did a video on this Toy Story collection quite recently, and I kind of teased off to the side a little bit right there, and I don't know why I haven't made a video on this yet. I've had this display up for almost a couple years. It is my Galactic Empire. I am very proud of this display, and I figured, hey, for Storm Central, I'm just going to show you it all. I'm going to show you all of it. I'm going to show you my entire Imperial lineup right here, right now. I'm also going to show you my first order, because I actually got that set up. But let's talk about the Empire, because the Empire rocks, man. Let's talk about the Imps. Alrighty, so let's start on this side. Here we have the Shadows. You can see I have 2 Shadow Vintage Collection Troopers now. And then we have other Shadow Stormtroopers just down the rest of the row. Then the next row we have Storm Commandos and Shadow Biker Scouts. Then just another Shadow Stormtrooper at the end of that because I didn't have more space. Then some containers right there. That one's really dusty, crap. And then next up we have Death Troopers. I only have a few Death Troopers, but that's okay. Then we have the Dark Trooper. I only have the classic one. I don't have the Dark Trooper Phase 1 or Phase 3, unfortunately. Then the Space Trooper. Man, I actually just was messing with that figure yesterday. It's such a good figure. It's just so nice and chunky. Then the classic version of the Space Trooper as well, because I really wanted that. Then the next row, we have Imperial Gunners. We have the Vintage Collection version, the Battlefront version, the original Saga Collection version, the Power of the Force 2 version. I wish I had the Power of the Force 1 version, but that thing's way more expensive than I ever anticipated it being. Then Imperial Technicians back there, just kind of crammed. One old Power of the Force one, and then 3 Legacy Collection ones. And then here we have the Imperial Flag Waver, basically. That's all he is. And then we have Death Star Troopers. Original, like, 30th Anniversary, then Vintage Collection 30th Anniversary, then 2 more 30th Anniversaries. And then we have an Imperial Cadet that's totally not Ezra Bridger. Please don't think it's Ezra Bridger, because it's totally just an Imperial Cadet. And then here we have some officers. I'm not going to name them all, because it's going to take all day. But yeah, there's Rom Mock. And then we have Galen Erso, it's a good one. Then Krennic. Then Yularen. Then, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Moff Tracha is one of the absolute coolest ones. Then Juno Eclipse back there. Then Thrawn, Legacy Collection version. Interrogator droid. And then up front we have various Imperial droids. Either on the Death Star or just designated Imperial, couple mouse droids. Sandtrooper Spy Probe, Death Star Projection. I think it was a Shadow Stormtrooper Probe. Then here's all the black droids. That one on the back is like a custom I think I got. I actually really like that one. Then here's more officers. These are some of the classic ones. General Veers, Jared, Mahdi. These are the classic guys. Ozzel. Captain Nita. There's another Nita without a helmet. Then there's Luke in disguise back there. He just kind of looks like an Imperial officer. I dig it. Then up here is where we have the guards. There's the Imperial Sentinel. I love that guy. Then some red guards. There's a training red guard right there. Then a Black Series / Vintage Collection. And then there's Kirkanos and Karner Jax flanking the Emperor right there. Then there's a Imperial Guard right there. The Luke Skywalker figure, but I really like it as just an Imperial Guard. Then there's a Imperial Dignitary. Then there's Vader alongside his Emperor. And I actually did a head swap of the 5POA Emperor on the Legacy Collection body. It actually works. It works really great. Then there's Power of the Force Tarkin, because I just wanted him here. I have all the Tarkins. I don't have that new Retro Collection one yet, though. I've been waiting. There's another Dignitary. Then there's Revenge of the Sith Guard, Saga Guard. Then there's my 2 Shadow Guards. And then there's my 2 Inquisitors. I didn't bother getting the 5th brother. I'm not really too concerned about it, but I might someday. I don't know. I'm just not too big on the Inquisitors. A fan sent me the 7th sister. I wasn't even going to buy that. But anyways, let's keep on going. There's a couple more Imperial droids right there. Then here's the pilots. Here's all the pilots. AT-AT drivers. Pretty much have every AT-AT driver, I think. Then there's the TIE pilots. Love the TIE pilots. Really love those guys. I am a fan. Anyways, there's the hover tank drivers. Then there's the drivers right there, the combat drivers. Then there's the ATST drivers. Looks like one of them's kind of leaning right now, but what can you do? Then AT-AT drivers, or AT-AT commanders, I should say. So there's all the drivers and pilots. Then there's the officers and dignitaries and droids. Then there's like the elite guys. And then here are the troopers. There's my scout troopers. Snow scout trooper back there. Really like that one. Then here's where we get into some Force Unleashed stuff. There's the Navy Commandos. Then the Jump Troopers. Then up there, there's the Sky Trooper. I love that Sky Trooper. Then the Evo Troopers. Then the Camo Evo Troopers. One of them doesn't have a backpack, but it's all good, man. And there's the Mimban Troopers. I love those guys. And there's the Incinerators that will be getting a revival in The Mandalorian, and I'm very excited about that. Then there's the Sand Troopers right there. I love these Sand Troopers. My absolute favorite is the super dirty one right there. I love that super dirty one. There's the Sand Troopers. I love the Sand Troopers and Stormtroopers, man. Then up front, this is one of those Magma Troopers from the first Battlefront game. It's a custom of the Space Trooper. It's very simple. I just took a pauldron, a black pauldron, put it on the Space Trooper, and then gave it some Jango Fett shin guards. It's not fully accurate, but I like the look of it. Then this guy right here, he's kind of yellowed. That's why he's here. I've been meaning to customize him into a Shock Trooper. I just keep forgetting to do it. I should do that soon. And just a few more Sand Troopers back there. And here's my very crammed collection of Shore Troopers. There's my custom articulated captain up front. Then there's a squad leader that's oddly darker in shade. Then 2 Black Series / Vintage Collection Shore Troopers, then a 5 POA Shore Trooper. Then 2 TVC Range Troopers and a 5 POA Range Trooper. I do not have that freaking set, that Imperial set. It went on clearance, and then all of them in my local area just vanished. So I don't have the Patrol Trooper or the Mud Trooper. It's really upsetting. I'm just gonna hope we get articulated versions of them at some point. Yeah, there's the. I'm not gonna cry over not getting a 5 POA figure. Let's just put it that way. There's a Stormtrooper commander right there. There's the Rebels commander. Then there's the yellow-armed Legacy guy. And some of these are kind of yellowed, as you can see. Like, that's the 501st one, unfortunately. This guy all yellowed. And that's the blue-armed one from the comic pack that went yellowed. I did treat him in hydrogen peroxide, but I'm going to try different methods here soon. It's just it's winter right now. I'm not going to get a lot of sun. And there's the Vintage Collection Trooper. Then the Saga Legends one. And just more troopers. Just tons of different trooper variants. Vintage Collection Trooper. There's a Sand Trooper in there without a pauldron. I borrowed the pauldron for another guy. 30th Anniversary, all of those like yellowing. The Tantai 4 set. A lot of the Comtech ones. A lot of Comtech Stormtroopers too. I got a lot of those really cheap. That's a Stormtrooper lineup. Then here's the Snowtrooper lineup. You can see the Snowtrooper Commander in front. Then I have how many? So many of that Saga Legends Snowtrooper, man. I don't know how I ended up with so many, but I have a lot of those. And then some of the classic Snowtroopers back there, the Power of the Force ones, and Saga. Then there's right on that side, 2 of the concept guys. I still need the Joe Johnson concept Snowtrooper, but I have the Macquarie concept Snowtrooper and Stormtrooper, and the silver Stormtrooper that they did as commemorative. And then also right here, there's a commemorative gold Stormtrooper. Just wanted to show that off. And then let's just show this off. There's my vintage Imperials. Show that off. Why not? Let's show off my vintage Imperials. You can see I have most of them, besides the Power of the Force ones, which I'm probably never going to get around to getting. So that's the Imperial Army. One more thing I want to show. It's my Darth Vader lineup. Why not? So many different Darth Vader variants. Not going to go into this too much. You have a lot of Vader variants. Now, I want to show this, though. The Galaxy of Adventures tube Stormtrooper. I just love that tube so much. I had to display him in the tube. Then I have some vehicles. Of course, I have the AT-ATs right there. That's a big AT-AT with some plush toys on top of it. Excuse the state of my bed right now. I need to make it again. There's a smaller AT-AT. And then going up here, we have ATST, ATST, ATST. then Solo Walker, then here's all my TIE fighters. Bomber. And there's the TIE Silencer all the way at the end. So that's a lot of the army. And then, of course, we have the First Order stuff. But before that, we have a speeder bike, biker scout, an Imperial probe. Then we have the Shadow speeder bike with the black First Order trooper. Then here's the First Order Stormtrooper ranks. Custom Commander Pyre and Von Reg. Commissioned by ODST4553. Thank you so much, man. Then there's the Stormtroopers. Pretty much have all the officer versions. And some articulated ones and a lot of 5 POAs. And there's the... I want to get another Executioner. It's not even that expensive. I just want to get another one. Then there's the Snowtroopers. Some versions of them. Then I have the driver. Then I have the gunner right back there. The engineer, I guess. And then we have Von Reg leading the TIE pilots. And then here we have Snoke, flanked by a few Praetorian guards. And then the Sith Troopers right behind him, because I felt that fit really well. Then Hux, and then another Phasma. Then, last but not least, there's Kylo, his Knight of Ren, his only Knight of Ren, then all of his clones. Because, hey, they made a few Kylos. There we go, man. There's my First Order and Imperial armies. And then, of course, I have other, Force Awakens, Last Night, oh my gosh. That's Transformers, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker stuff right there. There we go, guys. There's my Imperial lineup. I really love it. Hope you guys also loved it too as well, also including, I think it's really cool. I think it's just such a nice display. There we go, guys. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check my social media links down in the description below, as well as my P.O. Box address and frequently asked questions. Have a good day, guys. May the Force be with you. And I know you guys all want to see it again. There's my Toy Story shelf. Look, it's Buzz Lightyear. He's gonna save the day. Isn't that true, Buzz? Oh, yeah, man. I'm gonna do that later. Cool, dude. See ya.